Today we have a 2007 Chrysler 300 Limited with a 3.5 motor. It happens to have a check engine light, which is a P0058, which is an oxygen sensor, bank 2 sensor to you. So we're going to show you where that's located and how to replace it. This is your Chrysler 3.5 motor. It's used in various vehicles, Prowlers, 300s, etc. Okay, your firing order on this happens to be 246. On the other side, of course, would be 135. So that means when they say bank 2 sensor 2, it's going to be on this side, and it's going to be the second oxygen sensor, and we'll show you where that's located. Once we get under here, we're on the driver's side, and you can see here's bank 2 sensor 2 after the catalytic converter. And if we had to do bank 2 sensor 1, it would be up there on top, and you can see that. So if it's an upstream sensor, it's before the cat. If it's a downstream, it's after the catalytic converter. And now if you were doing bank 1 sensor 1, you would be on the passenger side before the catalytic converter. And if it was bank 1 sensor 2, it would be the downstream one after the catalytic converter. These are the sockets you'd use to remove your oxygen sensor. This one is a 22 millimeter, and we're going to use an open end because it's easy to get at. But if you don't have something like this, you could actually go up to any auto parts store that has loaner tool and rent those out. But this one we can get with an open end, so we're going to do it that way. We're removing bank 2 sensor 2. It just plugs in right there, and all you got to do is push in. If you can see that little tab right there, push in, and it should pop out just like that. And then we're going to get a 22 and break this loose. Like I said, this one's easy to get at. We're just going to put a 22 on it. It depends where you live. If you have a lot of snow and stuff like that, they might be rusted. So you might want to apply a little heat around here. But this one doesn't seem to be that bad. So we got it broke loose. We're just going to make sure that get that out, and we're going to compare it to the new one. This is supposed to be what originally came from the factory, the NTK. And we compared it, and we looked at the plugins. They all seem to be the same. So we're gonna just install this, plug it in. Just put that in there, spin that baby in. And of course you don't plug it in first because otherwise it would tangle your wires. Spin that in, and we'll grab our 22 and tighten her up and plug it in. And they already have anti-seize on this, so there's no need to apply that. Okay. Like that, we'll just tighten her up. Make sure that's tight, we tighten that up. And now we're gonna reach up in here, and you can see it goes just like that. It's gotta plug into there, but I think I'm actually gonna run it on the other side of this so it doesn't hang down at all. Not that it's gonna hit anything, but just wanna make sure it's out of the way. Not necessary, but I wrapped it around here just to keep it away from the exhaust. Make sure it's lined up like that. Should be able to just push it together. Listen for it to click. Just like that. And that's all it takes to install bank 2 sensor 2 oxygen sensor on a 2007 Chrysler 300 with a 3.5 motor.